I got 99 problems for the individual division. This is 4 time with a 7-minute time cap. 33 jump rope, 33 wall balls, 33 toes above hips or knees above hips, 33 burpees, and 33 Russian kettlebell swings. The flow for the individual workout is at 3, 2, 1, go. The athlete will start jumping rope. The athlete may start with the rope already in their hands. After all jump rope hops are completed, they will move on to the wall balls. Once they've completed all the wall balls, they will move over to the leg raises. Once all leg raises are completed, then they will start the burpees. Once all the burpees are completed, they may start the Russian kettlebell swings. The workout ends when the kettlebell swings are completed or the timer hits a 7-minute time cap, whichever happens first. Movement standards. Double unders. This is the standard double under in which the rope passes completely under the feet twice for each jump. The rope must spin forward for the rep to count. Single unders. This is the standard single under in which the rope passes completely under the feet once for each jump. The rope must spin forward for the rep to count. As long as the rope continuously moves forward, any 2-footed hop over the rope is fine with each turn. Feet do not have to be together. Wall balls. The ball starts on the ground. The athlete will pick it up and stand fully upright with full hip extension with the ball in front rack position. Then the athlete will squat to where the hip crease goes below the knee, keeping the ball in the front rack position. And then rising back towards the top, the athlete will toss the ball to the target. Athlete catches the ball and must have the ball in front rack position while lowering hip crease to below the knee for every rep. If the ball hits the ground, the athlete must reposition to an upright, hips fully extended, front rack position before squatting for the next rep. Allowing the ball to drop from the target to the ground will result in a no rep. An air ball, where the ball gets high enough but does not make contact with the target, is also a no rep. Toes above hips for the intermediate division. The first rep will begin with the athlete in a full hang, the feet not touching anything, the hips fully open, and the heels behind the vertical plane of the bar. From there, and for each consecutive rep, the toes of both feet must rise above the hip crease. The hips must be fully open at the bottom with the heels behind the vertical plane of the bar, and no part of the feet touching the ground or any object. An overhand, underhand, or mixed grip are all permitted. Knees above hips for novice and master's divisions. The first rep must begin with the athlete in a full hang, the feet not touching anything, the hips fully open, and the heels behind the vertical plane of the bar. From there, and for each successive rep, the knees must rise above the hip crease. The hips must be fully open at the bottom with the heels behind the vertical plane of the bar and no part of the feet touching the ground or any object. An overhand, underhand, or mixed grip are all permitted. Russian kettlebell swings. The kettlebell will begin on the ground. The athlete must then grip the kettlebell and stand upright with the hips extended. The athlete then begins the lowering arc of the movement. The kettlebell must pass behind the heels at the bottom. The athlete then begins the rising arc, and the movement finishes when the arms are straight, the hands are above the shoulders, and the hips are extended. Burpees. The athlete begins the first burpee by standing upright, knees and hips fully extended. The burpee is standard, requiring the athlete to get the entire front of their body flat to the floor, including their chest. The athlete will then push up from the floor and return their feet towards their hands. The athlete must then jump and clap their hands above their head. They must hit full hip extension when they jump. Athletes may walk their feet back while getting the front of their body to the floor. The athletes may walk their feet forward when getting up off of the floor.